Welcome. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. My name is Jody Barber, and I'm coming to you from my dining room table, and I am so thrilled that you've taken time to take a look at this. And if you hit play on this video, I can only imagine that there is something here that has piqued your curiosity. And my heart is to serve you well and to get the right information into your hands so that you can make the best decision for yourself and for your family and for your future. I am one of the founding ambassadors with a new, clean, innovative, modern social selling company called MIG Living. I'm so proud of this company and what we are doing to really not only change the industry, but to really be a place for men and women to come and really be activated and come alive and pursue the things that they're truly passionate about. And I'm going to share a little bit more with you about that in a minute because I am so passionate about it. But just to start off, I did want to ask you a couple of questions. I wanted to share a little bit more of my own personal story with you. And then I wanted to share more about this industry that maybe you haven't known before. Some things that I've come to know over the past 5 years that have blown my mind and really, quite honestly, changed my life and my family's life forever. And then I want to share more specifically about why MIG, why our company is so significant at this time and this place. Okay, so first, the question I want to ask you is, have you ever felt so stuck and without options that when you think about the next 5 to 10 years, it feels really hopeless? You kind of want to have your cake and eat it too, but that feels selfish. Like you want to be able to stay home with your kids and pay your bills. You want to be able to pursue your passions and your giftings and the things that really get you up in the morning, but you also need a job. Well, that was me 5 years ago. I had just turned 35. I had just birthed my third baby in 3 years. To say that I was drowning in life and kids and without a lot of options is an understatement. It was a very, very, very challenging time of life. So during that time, I was fairly desperate. I was really looking around at anything and everything to figure things out. My husband and I had just transitioned out of we had transitioned out of careers that we loved in full-time ministry. We were spiritual mentors to college students for 11 years, and we loved that. But my husband had transitioned into a job as a lead pastor at our local congregation, and I was very supportive of him doing that. We made that decision together. However, as a result, that meant that I had to stay home with our kids, which was totally fine, except that there was just part of my heart that was really grieving the fact that I could not go out and make the kind of difference that I wanted to make in the way that I wanted to make it. I felt literally strapped to being at home. Now, I love being a mom. I love being a wife. I love being, involved with our church community and with the people that have been placed in our lives. However, there has always been this yearning to go out and truly empower other people to go out then into their communities to make a difference. And I just didn't know how to do that. I had all these big dreams swimming around in my brain, but I didn't know how to actually make those dreams a reality. And one of the things I will say about dreaming is, if you are struggling to pay your bills, you are most likely not dreaming. You're most likely not activating those passions that are buried deep inside you. In fact, those things probably feel so far gone, so not a reality, that it's painful to even think about them because you're just trying to provide. So during that season, I had a dear friend of mine share with me just about the industry of social selling. And I really, quite honestly, felt pretty skeptical about this industry. I had seen it done very poorly. I'd also seen it done well on social media platforms, but I just wasn't really sure if I wanted to be that person. And you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. And when I say that person, I'll bet someone has come to mind. So I didn't want to compromise my integrity, but I also felt really stuck. I was exploring other options. We knew that we had to make money. We knew that we had to pay the bills. And so I considered things like teaching English online. But the problem with that was I still had to exchange my time for money. I considered going back into the workforce, but all of my background was in vocational ministry. And although it would have been fine for me to go back into vocational ministry, vocational ministers don't make hardly any money. So we still had the money problem and the time problem. And I kept thinking, like, there has to be something I can do where I can have time freedom and be able to make the type of income that I desire to make, not only to provide for my family, but to be able to bless other people without limits. That was my real dream. That was my real vision for what I wanted my life to be about. So as I started to really dig into this industry of social selling and really began to understand it, I started to learn the power of residual income. And no one had ever explained this concept to me before. So first I want to share with you just why social selling. Why is social selling significant? And why should someone consider it? Why did I consider it? Why should you consider it? Social selling is a very powerful industry that has been around for more than 100 years. And one of the things that has been absolutely true about this industry is that it has survived, even thrived in all different economies. So when, we're going through a recession or a depression or, something in our economy where it looks like other industries are really struggling, social selling actually thrives during that. The other thing that really blew my mind is that it's a $200 billion industry and growing. No matter what you think or feel about social selling, it's certainly not going anywhere. It is an industry that is thriving and growing, and it is global. Almost every country has been affected by social selling positively. The other thing that really caught my eye, and this is specific to MIG, is that skincare, people are paying for skincare, and that is something that MIG excels in, is pure non-toxic skincare, which I'm going to share a little bit more here in a minute. But skincare alone was almost a $40 billion industry in 2020. That is a very, 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 very big deal here in the United States. That's just here in the United States. Okay, so I did want to share a little bit more about why MIG. And you're probably thinking, what is MIG? I've never heard of that before. Well, yeah, I'll bet you haven't heard of it before. We're actually brand new to social selling. We're at the very ground floor. In fact, we just launched as a company in October of 2020, and I got to be there through the pre-launch, through the beta launch, which was very interesting, and also through the actual launch. And I love this company. I love getting to be the first person to share about this with people who, like you, are taking the time to listen. And so we specialize in proven, clean, personal care products and supplements. We really want to be a significant brand in the home health and self arenas. And those three areas, natural wellness, supplements, weight loss, holistic health solutions, those are booming industries right now. And we want to be leaders in those industries. Also, this isn't our first go round. We've actually been around as a company for about 10 years. We were founded by an amazing woman named Jamie Cross. You should look her up. She's a master herbalist. She is a brilliant entrepreneur, and she is our chief visionary officer. And her vision for where she wants to take MIG is absolutely incredible. And when I heard her story and when I heard where this company was headed, I was like, I would follow this woman to the ends of the earth. It is really purpose-driven. Our vision is incredible, and we really want to help set families financially free so that they can go pursue the things they're really passionate about. A little side note here, my husband and I are very passionate about adoption. And although we have not been able to adopt ourselves because of circumstances in our life, we are very passionate about removing the financial barrier that many couples experience in adoption. And that's one of the visions that I have for my business with MIG, is to be able to write a check for $40,000, hand it to a family and say, here you go. You don't even have to think about the financial cost of an adoption. I'm going to take care of that for you. Go get your baby. So when you think about, that's our vision that we have for our family, but MIG is filled with so many individuals and families that have similar visions and passions for really wanting to make impact in our world. We are family owned, we are debt free, and we also have a 10-year proven track record with tens of thousands of customers' testimonials of experiencing solutions to their health issues and problems, and the things that they could not find a solution for, they found a solution for in MIG, whether that is dry, cracked, irritated, problematic, weird skin issues that we tend to get, whether that is joint discomfort, whether that is gut health, whether that is what, you've suffered from autoimmune disease and you're really looking for natural holistic health solutions to help support your body's natural healing process. That is what we provide at MIG. Our culture is incredible. We are all about building people, and we have a 72% customer reorder rate. So when you think about bringing this to your areas of influence and the people in your life that might finally be able to find a solution for the issues that they've been experiencing, 72% of those people come back and say, I want more. This is incredible. And I've seen this play out in my own business as well. Truly, in the model of social selling, it really matters what your compensation plan is. Our compensation plan is not binary. What that means is you can build as wide and as deep as you want with no restrictions. Our ambassadors make anywhere from 20 to 35% commissions on their products. If you choose to build a team and really allow others to come into this and experience life change themselves, our commissions pay out anywhere between 4 and 9%. We have monthly bonuses. We're paid weekly and monthly. We have travel incentives, and we are just getting started. When I talk about, we are ground floor, barely the tip of the iceberg has been scraped in our company. And as we are gaining traction and brand recognition, and people are coming to know a little bit more about MIG, you can truly be one of the pioneers from day one with this company to bring the goodness and the vision and the mission of MIG to your areas of influence. And I would love for you to consider this. It truly is a cause to be part of. One of the other things I wanted to mention is that a portion of every single purchase in the entire company, whether ambassadors are purchasing their own products or our customers are coming back and reordering products month after month after month, a portion of every single one of those purchases goes to fuel the end of child trafficking. We are so passionate about ending child trafficking in our lifetime, and you can be a part of that, not only bringing this mission to your areas of influence, but literally putting your money towards something that is for good. We are backed by a 60-day money-back guarantee, and so it's very risk-free. And if you decide to build a business with MIG, it is a very small, like less than a mortgage payment, amount of money to really start to invest and grow a business. You are literally given a business in a box, and then you are immediately plugged into a system of training and community and support. And I've heard this so many times, and I think that this is absolutely an incredible description of social selling. Social selling is like a personal development experience with a compensation plan attached. And that is exactly what you will experience in our culture, in our community, under our leadership, and just where we are going as a company. So I know I've shared a lot of information here, and I so appreciate you taking time out of your day to listen to this. If you would like to take next steps, I would absolutely love to continue this conversation with you to serve you well so that you can decide whether or not this would be a good fit for your life, for your family, and for your situation. I would love to schedule a 15-minute call with you where I can share a little bit more, answer your questions, and really help paint a picture for what this could look like for you, because we're all so different and we all have different visions for what we want to do with our lives. So again, thank you so much. You can find the link to my discovery call right here in my LinkedIn profile at the very end of my About section. There is a link for you to sign up. I can't wait to talk with you further, and I hope that you have an amazing, blessed day.